Hey all, good morning and welcome to ShareTrek. This is Raj here. And let me start off by saying that the Fed raised the interest rate by 35 basis points. Most of you know that already. This is not news. They also have promised to keep raising interest rates until we hit 4.6%. And as I started recording this video this morning at 7:30 a.m., all the indices were mildly negative. It does not look great right now, but let's keep calm and carry on. Let's get started. Hey all, welcome back. I would first like to start off by talking about Jackass. Jackass is a movie franchise which shows stupid stunts that normal people would be afraid to do. And it's done on the movie just for entertainment. And in this case, I'm going to talk about economic jackass because Turkey cut its interest rates again by a full percentage point while its inflation rate crossed 80%. We are fortunate to be alive at this time when a central bank dares to test economic theories in real time without the fear of unfolding negative consequences. The question is, how long will the Turkish people take this? Sooner or later, there's going to be some kind of a reaction. We'll find out very soon. Meanwhile, the UK raised interest rates by 50 basis points, and the Swiss central bank raised their interest rate from minus 0.25% to 0.5% in the biggest hike ever to fend off inflation, exactly the opposite of what Turkey is trying to do. We also have Japan, which is intervening in the market, in the forex market to stabilize the yen, and thus opts out of interest rate hike for now. I do not remember exactly why, but that is a very good reason for Japan not to increase its interest rates. They have some structural issues. I do not recollect. I had read a very good economic article about that. I'll try to find that and share that information with you later on. But Japan is trying to intervene in the foreign exchange market to stabilize the yen from its free fall so that their imports do not become too expensive. And I have seen other countries also do that. I do follow India because I have stocks in Indian stock market. And the Indian government has done a lot of market intervention in order to prop up the rupee. Otherwise, they would have imported a lot of inflation due to higher oil prices, which is denominated in the US dollars. So those things also do happen. And I'm thinking that we are not going to come out of this without getting into a recession. That's the feeling I get when I read all these headlines, hear about commentators and economists talking about the outcome of the Fed's decision to raise the interest rate and to persist in raising interest rate until they reach 4.6%. And for me personally, this adds some complication to my thought process as I contemplate complete retirement, and my wife plans to retire very soon. It seems like we need to go back to the drawing board and come up with a better plan, or postpone the event for the time being and take it up after the recession is over. I'll talk more about this later. In fact, I might probably do a separate channel just to talk about retirement because I have done a whole lot of work on my retirement planning, and it would be of interest to many people who are watching these videos. That said, friends, not much to talk about today in terms of market direction. I have a few tweets here to share to show how people are thinking that the market is not going to react to any technicals, and it's a futile exercise to do any technical analysis. At least I don't know what's going to happen today, but we'll still take a look at the TradingView platform and see some pre-market price action in order to satisfy our curiosity or anxiety. In my case, it's going to be anxiety because most of my portfolio is in red, and also my recent purchases are in red, except for Bluebird, which is still 17% positive despite all the downs in the market. So let us buckle up and let's go and have a look at the TradingView platform. Well, friends, we'll keep this quick. We are here at the TradingView platform. I'm going to look at the Nasdaq futures. And as you can see, Nasdaq futures had formed a doji candle this morning of 22nd of September. There's absolute indecision in the market. They tested the support. They tested the resistance. This green line out here should be red because it's a resistance now. They tested the support. They tested the resistance. The resistance is at 11,776.75 and the support is at 11,597.75. And by the look at the MACD and the momentum, it seems that more pain is in store, but we are just marginally down in pre-market action at minus 0.12%. It's 8 o'clock in the morning right now, plenty of time before the market opens. Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen, but I think in the face of everything, we are still going to be in this bearish channel. We may potentially break down below this support. This is what I would guess, given what is happening overall in the global economy, with many banks raising their interest rates and mopping up liquidity. If you look at indicators, oil is up 1.20%. Pre-market, actually it's up 1.34% pre-market. It still has some resistance out here. And if I look at QQQ, we are still in the bearish channel. We are still very much into the bearish channel, and our pre-market is minus 0.09, which is marginally negative. And this green line of support here at 286.35 is going to be marked as a resistance. MACD is bearish. Momentum is also below par. If you look at the S&P 500, it's up 0.12%. MACD is bearish, and momentum is also very close to the bottom, around 30%. And if you look at the green line of support here at 381.55, it's now become a line of resistance. And we have our price above this, today's price action, pre-market price action, above this green line of support, which is at 376.38. So this is going to be the first level of support. And the next level of support is going to be 369.94. Results index is up 0.10% pre-market. And this is our minor line of support at 117.16, which has now become a line of resistance. So I'm going to mark it red, and I'm going to make this a little bit thicker so that you guys can see the lines. And our next line of support is going to be here at 172.14. MACD bearish, momentum also below average and pretty down. And Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 0.04%, and we still have a minor line of support, which was at 305.29, now becoming a minor line of resistance for us. And our support right now for today is going to be at 301.49. And if we fall below this, then there's further places to go. I have not yet plotted any of those resistance lines, but I don't think it's worth spending the time right now because it may or may not go below. Really don't know what's happening. And when we look at the VIX, it's down minus 1.04%. And we are still being halted by 27.20, which is performing the role of support. So if we break down below this, then we have the 100-day simple moving average, which is this fluorescent blue line, as well as the 10-day simple moving average, which is this yellow line, who are jointly going to give support to us at 26.12. That's going to be a very, very strong support for the VIX. Support for the VIX means pushing down the indices. And if I was to look at the US dollar index has come down. It's down 0.36% in pre-market action, which is actually good for the stock market. And it has come off almost being overbought. MACD is still bullish, but momentum is sharply pointed down, but it's still above average. So anything can go anywhere. I don't want to hazard a guess because honestly, I don't know what's going to happen today. Let me look at the market movers. I'm going to start off with Microsoft first. It's up 0.10%. Google is down minus 0.27%. Apple is down 0.22%. And Amazon is down 0.30%. Now, with that said, let's go on and have a look at what's happening with the crypto. Bitcoin is up 1.55%. It's around 19,200 range, and it seems that it's going to take its cue from Nasdaq. Commodities, wheat is up 1.60%, and copper is up 1.94%. This shows some amount of strength. Of course, they have been beaten up already, so some strength is always welcome out there. And if I look at Genomics, and if I sort this list out, we have Allogene at the very top at 13.63%. No trades pre-market. Bluebird is down 0.10%, and pre-market it's up 0.81%. Invite is down 5.78 as of yesterday, but pre-market it's up 1.81%. Caribou Biosciences, no trades pre-market, it was down 5.43% yesterday. CRISPR Therapeutics is up 0.53% pre-market today after falling 4.96% yesterday. Intelia fell 4.89% yesterday, and pre-market there are no trades for Intelia. IMTX fell 4.88% yesterday, and pre-market it has fallen further 2.45%. Editas was down minus 4.79% yesterday, and pre-market it's down 0.72% today. Beam was down 3.48% pre-market yesterday, no trades pre-market today. And IDNA, the Genomics ETF, was down 2.92% yesterday, no trades pre-market. ARCG ETF down 2.70% yesterday, no trades pre-market. DNA down 2.38% yesterday, but up 0.35% pre-market today. Teladoc down 2.07% yesterday, and it's up 1.88% pre-market today, this morning. PSCB was down minus 1.89% yesterday. It's up 0.87% pre-market this morning. SQZ Biotech was down minus 0.81% yesterday. No trades pre-market. Verve was down. Verve was up 0.17% yesterday, and no trades pre-market. Illumina was up 1.78% yesterday, and it's got no trades pre-market. It's just flat out there. And I think I would like to look at Bluebird chart a little bit closer, because first of all, because it's the most happening stock in my opinion, because of those two FDA approvals, the tight balance sheet, and decisions yet to come from them. Let me look at their news updates. There is no new news updates. I want to hear from them about their financial plans. I had made a small video yesterday. Since that video on Bluebird, there is no update on their plans to raise finances or to commercialize SkySona. So I'm going to wait for those information. I'll bring it up to you as soon as possible. And you can see a bit of consolidation happening out here. We are forming some kind of a pennant out here, in my opinion. So if I look at it like this, at the top of the pennant, and I look at this out here, I would say this is the bottom of the pennant. So I'll mark this green. So I'm expecting that today we'll have a support at around 5.83, and also at the 200 simple moving average, which is this white line sitting at 5.89. And I would hope for us to break on the top of this diagonal line of resistance and challenge this diagonal line of resistance, which was earlier a line of support for a bull channel. So I'm going to mark that red. So that's the action I'm looking at for today. And we are also going to get a resistance from the 10-day simple moving average, which is at 6.76. And right now we are at 6.22 pre-market. And if I look at the MACD, it is bearish and the momentum is just below average. It could immediately turn around. I don't know for sure, but we'll wait and watch what's happening, because a lot of good things have happened for Bluebird. And even if you assume that Bluebird is going to be taken over by some big pharma, along with all the IP that it has got and all the credits that it has got from the FDA, even then the Bluebird share has got to raise. And we are seeing exactly the opposite, a fall of 10% yesterday. So, my friends, I'm still bullish on Bluebird, because either Bluebird survives as a individual entity with these two successful products, a little bit of equity dilution, and we can live with that. And still, I would expect it to cross $10. The other thing is, if Big Pharma tries to bid and take over Bluebird, again, it's going to give us great value for our shares. So I don't see why Bluebird is negative out here. And we also have Intelia, which is languishing, and Beam. These are some really good companies. CRISPR Therapeutics also. When the overall market is negative, this is what we get. So I'm not going to make any predictions for today. But with this, my friends, I would like to bring this video to an end. And I hope you liked this video. And if you did, please press the like button out there. It helps YouTube promote our channel. And I would also say, as the last few words, that friends, don't obsess over your portfolio too much. The only thing that could go wrong is if you take the wrong decision and either sell or buy something. If you maintain status quo, you're potentially minimizing your risks, in my personal opinion, assuming that, just like me, you're also clueless about what's going to happen to the market today. That's the best policy, when you're clueless. And yeah, that's what I would like to say. And today I'm not going to look at my portfolio at all. I'm just going to switch this off. There's an exciting soap opera going on in the US. I'm watching the Trump Mar-a-Lago proceedings, and the 11th Circuit returned some really good judgment yesterday. So I'm going to grab my box of popcorn or my bag of popcorn, watch the TV for the rest of the day. Of course, I'm going to come up with one more video. I have some topics to talk about in genomics. So watch out for a video drop soon. And apart from that, my friends, if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe for everything related to genomics and some thought-provoking videos. Thanks and have a great day. Bye for now.